I've been here since 7:30 this morning. I didn't take a lunch break, and I have as much energy tonight as I did at 7:30 in the morning. The only reason for that is I knew what today was going to be like, and so I tried to stick to protein the whole day because I knew that I couldn't afford a sugar crash today. So otherwise, you know, and we're going to talk about sugar in a second. If I don't get to that, remind me, because it's not just refined sugar. It's grains, it's pastas, it's anything that turns to sugar in your body.
Ooh,
highly sweet bananas. If I go home tonight and I had a bowl of pasta, I'd get all this insulin and sugar in my system. I'd feel really sleepy. I'd go to bed, and that's stirring around inside of there, and it turns immediately to fat. So whatever you're eating after 3 o'clock, if it's high in sugar, it's going to fat. It's the only thing I have to, the main thing that I can tell you is if you decide that the no-grain life is not for you, then just go no-grain after 3 o'clock. Because after 3, whatever you eat after 3 will determine your body composition pretty much, you know, that's going to have more of a determinant than what you ate at breakfast. And if you're waking up with the insulin hangover, it's because you had a high sugar meal. It starts to get blocked off, and it no longer will take up the insulin. So this is insulin resistant. What happens now is that as that insulin is going up, those two can't hook together, and the insulin's floating around in your system, and insulin turns to fat. So extra insulin will turn into fat, and now you're like, but I'm normally eating, I'm exercising normally. Why am I gaining weight? It's because these two are not, this sugar has become desensitized. The insulin mechanism for those two to connect has become desensitized because sugar. Same thing. It's floating, so you're not getting any energy from your food. The sugar goes to fat. The sugar's hard on the organs. I mean, it becomes a disaster. Sometimes, if I'm on the go, I will eat a really tasteless meal just so that I can get my energy going in the right direction. Then break this cycle. I will never go back to this again because it makes me depressed. It makes me gain weight. It makes me lethargic. Living in that moment of donut or chocolate, it may be awesome for 30 seconds. It's going to be awesome for 30 seconds. It may even be a minute. But guess what? You're now on this thing all day long, and that is not awesome. That sucks. So you got to get yourself a label. Anything that sounds like a science experiment is most likely high in sugar. So, and it's not going to be good for you. It's a chemical you're putting in your body, and we need to stop the chemicals that are going in our body. So, and then bad fats are canola oil, surprising enough, safflower, sunflower, partially hydrogenated, and corn. Corn is getting a really bad rap right now because it's very high in sugar. And when you turn it into a syrup or you turn it into an oil, it's even more harmful. So we go, ooh, corn sounds good, but it's when you turn it into these other things. Okay, going 21 days, where they say you do something for 21 days and you form a new habit. So I would recommend, if you are listening to this and you're feeling like, okay, I need to make a change, I want to try something, try going just off of sugar for 21 days. And to me, the best place would be off of sugar for 21 days and no grains and pastas after 3 o'clock. Like that, to me, would be the first logical step. And then see how you do. I think what you'll find is that if you get off of sugar, then going off of grains becomes much easier. Because you're not craving it as much. If you got off the sugar and still stayed on grains, you'd move yourself to here. Once you get off of sugar and grains, you move yourself to here.